Guess what? You Season 4 is on the way, so it's time to get ready for the big dramatic adventure. We already have enough information to share with you, so keep watching till the end of this video because you are about to see You Season 4 teaser out on Netflix. And we'll tell you everything, including the launch date, plot, and more. Let's get started. When does it premiere? Netflix had already renewed You for Season 4 even before the third season dropped. The showrunner, Sarah Gamble, said when the new season was confirmed, "Reading Caroline's novel, Greg and I were instantly obsessed with Joe Goldberg and his twisted worldview. And it's been thrilling to watch Penn bring Joe to creepy yet compelling life. We're deeply grateful that Netflix has shown You such monumental support and that people around the world have enjoyed watching Joe really get it all very wrong over the past 3 seasons. The whole You team is excited to explore new dark facets of love in Season 4. So it was October 2021 when we started waiting for this moment, and finally, we've got some great news. The 4th season has been confirmed to be coming at us in 2 separate parts. The first part was going to be released on February 10th, 2023, just in time for Valentine's Day. Quite symbolic, right? But we'll be getting one more day of binging. Netflix has brought the premiere date forward to February 9th, 2023, which is a sign of confidence if we ever saw one. We'll then be kept waiting for a whole month before Part 2 drops on March 9th, 2023, which has also been brought forward from March 10th. It is not clear yet how many episodes each part will contain, but at least we know that we won't be waiting too long between the 2 drops to find out what happens next. Is there a trailer? The official trailer for You Season 4 hasn't been released yet, but on September 24th, 2022, Netflix released the first teaser during its Ta-Dum Showcase event. In the teaser, Joe lets us know he is no longer the lovable bookstore manager in New York, the shop clerk in LA, or the doting husband in the suburbs. He reinvents himself in the teaser trailer. The trailer gave us a first look at several new cast members, including the 5 new series regulars Ed Spielers, Amy Lee Hickman, Tilly Keeper, Charlotte Ritchie, and Lucas Gage. The upcoming season will also see a total of 11 new recurring guest stars, and knowing You's track record, Joe will likely take out more than one of them. No matter how much Joe tries to leave his murdering days behind, it's only a matter of time before one or more of these new characters cross his path in the wrong way. Assuming Joe doesn't manage to tame his inner serial killer, You Season 4 might be the show's deadliest season yet. Given the international setting and the additional characters, the new story feels like it is raising the stakes for Joe and potentially risking him actually getting caught this time. While Joe as a professor is a fascinating idea, it will be interesting to see how long he can keep that act up before eventually falling back into his destructive habits. I'm not the lovable bookstore manager in New York, or the shop clerk in LA, or the doting husband in the suburbs now. Not anymore. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I've gone through a bit of refinement upon crossing the pond, and living in London has allowed me to bury the past, if you will," Joe says in the cast reveal video. This time around, Joe has a new focus, putting his killer days behind him. "This time around, I'm focusing on academia and instruction while keeping my typical extracurricular activities strictly professional," he adds. And what do you think? Should we believe him? What about the plot? Season 3 concluded unexpectedly with Joe getting the upper hand on his wife, Love Quinn, killing her before she could kill him. Joe ultimately faked his death in order to be free to pursue his new love interest, librarian Marianne, in France. Joe also made one of his only self-conscious decisions as he chose to leave his son Henry behind with a loving couple, choosing to let the boy grow up with a normal family rather than risking passing on his schemes to his son. So we can expect Joe in search of Marianne in the upcoming season. Although the newly released photos tease a new potential love interest going to be coming Joe's way in the form of art gallery director Kate. And we've got some clues for what to expect as Netflix released first-look photos from Season 4 that give us more insight into Joe's life in London in the new season, including a potential new love interest. The new season follows the hopelessly romantic killer Joe as he moves across the pond and starts a new life in London, hoping to get away from his past. There are quite a few surviving characters this time around, including Dylan Arnold's Theo Engler and Joe's most recent target, Marianne Bellamy, played by Tati Gabrielle. It has at least been officially confirmed that Marianne will be returning, though the extreme change of scenery will likely impact the dynamic of this season of You considerably. It seems that one of the only reasons that her character would follow Joe to England would be to hunt him down and expose him, unless an unfortunate coincidence is what throws them into one another's paths. Netflix has provided us with a brand new look at You Season 4 through first look photos from the long-awaited season. The images show Joe as his new college professor Jonathan Moore persona. Joe will have adopted the new identity when fans next see him, as the killer tries to change his ways and adopt a scholar lifestyle in order to blend in and forget what he left in the US. As expected, things will not go Joe's way when You Season 4 comes around. Joe will deal with a posh group in the next season, which will definitely complicate things and shake up his heart. Another thing we think you have to know is that Penn Badgley has taken a new role with the show. Not only does he star as the main character, but he is also taking a seat in the director's chair this season. In August, co-creator and executive producer Sarah Gamble shared the news via Instagram with a behind-the-scenes picture of Badgley on set, captioning, "We hired a new director this season, but he seems to know the show really well." The new director shared some details about what to expect with Season 4, saying, "The tone is similar, but it's shifting in that there's a different format. We're using a different format. It's almost like we're shifting the genre slightly, and I think it works." Who will be in the cast? After Joe up and left his suburban life in Mount Linda, there are a slew of new characters joining the cast for Season 4. Badgley will of course be returning as Joe Goldberg, and it's been confirmed that we'll be seeing Tata Gabrielle back as Marianne Bellamy. As we have already mentioned, we will see new cast members, including Charlotte Ritchie as Kate, who will be Joe's newest obsession despite her disliking him from the get-go. So she might be the next You. She also might be onto his dark secrets. Lucas Gage will play rich kid and fellow expat Adam, said to be a gambler, partier, and Joe's nemesis. Other actors joining the cast include Tilly Keeper as Charlotte's best friend, Lady Phoebe, Amy Lee Hickman as literature student Nadia, and Ed Spielers as Reese, an eccentric author and politician. We will also see new faces including Nissy Lin, Aidan Cheng, Stephen Hagen, Ben Wiggins, Eve Austin, Ozioma Wenyu, Dario Coates, Sean Pertwee, Brad Alexander, Allison Pargeter, and Adam James. Maybe love isn't dead. Though the show appears to kill off love in the Season 3 finale, the show also leaves clues about the character's return. For instance, Love doesn't get a funeral on the show, and we didn't see her body burning as well. In the end, all we have is Joe's narration, as he explains how he set up everything to look like a suicide, and considering the fact that Joe is great at twisting events, it is quite possible that he is not being truthful. Does it mean that Love could be alive? Who knows? The series pulled off fake deaths before, and it would make sense to let it happen again in the upcoming season, don't you think so? With Season 3 failing to show Love's funeral, the possibility of a return is always open. Are you waiting for the You Season 4? Do you have any theories yourself? Let us know in the comments down below. As always, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more great videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.